Hey girl, welcome to the Farmhouse Scullery, where I share inspirational conversations for a homesteading wife. Content tailored for you to get you to feel inspired, empowered, and motivated to fall in love with yourself more. You can find me on all socials with the handle at the Farmhouse Scullery. Please keep on listening for today's rant. Hello everybody, it is a beautiful day here in New Zealand. It's apparently we're going to have a heat wave next week, so that's pretty exciting. Anyway, I don't really know if I'm talking about the weather, but I do have something really exciting to talk to you about this week. I have had a wee bit of a revelation that I decided it would be really appropriate to talk about this week. As you've read on the title, I have called it Why Your Arguments with Your Spouse Isn't Actually That Bad. I really don't think that it's that bad at all. I think everyone, like, you argue, right? The people that say they don't argue with their spouses, I'm like, are you real? Are you telling the truth right now? I don't know if I believe you. Because it certainly has not been that way in my marriage, and I don't think it ever will be. Like, never. I almost don't believe those people. Are you true? Like, if you're one of those people that serious, like 100% has never had an argument with your spouse, please do let me know and correct me, because I honestly think that you don't exist. So if you do, hit me up and tell me that I'm wrong and you do exist. Anywho, I think that arguments are actually about perspective. And I've got a really good visualization here for you. I do this all the time. My husband, I'm pretty sure my husband hates when I do this, but you know, hopefully you don't. You're my soul sister, you don't hate this, do you? You're probably in the wrong place if you do. But the visualization I have is, so I despise doing housework. I very much look forward to the day where I am rich enough to be able to employ a full-time housekeeper. My husband and I joke about it all the time, actually, to a cut fair, but still. Anyway, so I hate doing housework while I'm doing it. It just feels like a huge slog. It just honestly weighs me down. Absolutely loathe it. But afterwards, when I have that beautiful clean house, I feel $1 million. Like, yep, I'm on top of the world. I'm sitting here and I've literally finished my housework, so I feel blimmin' amazing. I just know those floors, you can lick it, no one's going to die. There's no more bird poop as birds were coming into my house and eating my fruit out of my fruit bowl. Anyway, no one really cares about that, but I feel great. I know I'm on top of my life because my housework is done. So when I compare the before and after of how I feel with my housework versus afterwards, I actually think it's the same for arguments with your spouse, because at the time it is so much turmoil when you're fighting with your spouse, like it's horrible and it's not fun whatsoever. But afterwards, it's actually about what the other side is like that actually really matters. It's about the perspective. So throughout that argument, what the aim of the game is to come through to a different place where you have a more of a shared alignment and what had gone on, or a vision as to how to move forward, or whatever the problem is. You're fighting because you're two different people, right? You're not the same person. You have two different opinions on a situation, or you have two different feelings or emotions about something. So it's about you're two different people living together. So it's about blending together so you can enjoy your life as much as possible, right? And just remember, this is something that we talk about quite a bit as well in our marriage, is that when you're fighting, you're on the same team. You want the same goal. You want your life to be, you have this vision together, right, of what your life is going to be like. So when you're in that space where you're having those arguments, my husband and I use this at each other sometimes when someone's getting extremely defensive or extremely hurt. It diffuses the situation by saying we're on the same team. We have the same goals. We want to live together and be happy together and live happily ever after. Some tips that have helped us is praying together about it. I cannot emphasize it enough. Like, sitting down and talking about openly, honestly, and then praying about it is so powerful for your marriage. So really do that, even if you feel resistance. Once again, where we feel resistance is where we have space to grow. So do that. And also, not letting the sun go down your anger is such a huge thing. We have never to this day done the sleep on the couch thing, or we've not got over an issue. It hasn't been fully resolved sometimes when it's a huge issue and we've gone to bed, but it's not at the point where we like hate each other and you sleep in different rooms. Like, we've never done that, and I hope we never ever do. It's something, it's just a unwritten law that we have in our marriage, that we just do our absolute best to patch things, put a band-aid on it, just talk about it rationally for a few minutes and be like, okay, look, this is not where we want to be. We don't want to be feeling like this. Let's, kiss and make up and band-aid it and have a good night's sleep and come back to it in the morning and pray about it at that stage too. But it's so powerful, and we're still together today. So, I've had a fair share of huge arguments, mostly on the farm, to be fair, but still, you're together for a reason. You are married for a reason. Your life together has been planned. You're meant to be together, and it's about making it work to the best way that you can. In those moments of distress and argument, and just remember the perspective is, it's horrible at the time, but when you look back afterwards, you're better to look back and see how much you've grown. Look back at what those times did and how they felt and how they were horrible at the time. And now you look through it and be like, wow, we're so much stronger. Those are the mountains we've climbed and the hills that we've climbed and the things we've achieved by moving through it and looking back. And it's amazing to be able to see how far you've come. My husband and I have been together for, we started dating 11 years ago. And the people we are now and the strength we have because of the things we've been through and the things we have accomplished together and the issues that we have worked through, it's amazing. It's incredible what we can do as humans, and you're on the same team, you love each other, and you're meant to be together. So I just encourage you, you're doing right, you're doing well, and just remember the perspective and those arguments. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you'd like to continue the conversation, I would love to. You can jump across to my Facebook page at the Farmhouse Gallery. At the moment, I also have a promotion going with my website. The first 400 people to sign up to my newsletter get my very special and protected, secretive chocolate cake recipe. It's been highly requested because I actually used to sell cakes as a business. So if you'd like to go across there and please subscribe here, that would be awesome. Until next time, take care.